Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear listeners, from wherever you've tuned in to this channel. You're welcome to Ärrést Concept TV. The news updates. Nigerians knock ex-VP Osibajo's aide for admitting Emefiele championed corruption under Buhari. Thank you for tuning in to this channel once again. But please don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. To the news details, carefully listen to the end. Laolu Akonde, media advisor to former Vice President Yemi Osibajo, came under huge public criticism for admitting that former Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele championed huge corruption under the former President Muhammadu Buhari regime. It was reported that how Mr. Akonde said Mr. Emefiele freely looted Nigeria through dual exchange rate policy in the government. It served as media aid to Mr. Osibajo on Saturday night. Angered by the report of his tweets, Mr. Akonde, a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church, took to his Twitter page, denying his earlier statements and claiming he was misinterpreted. But his followers on Twitter came heavily on him, berating him as a liar who kept silent while Mr. Emefiele looted the country, only for him to speak up now. A Twitter user at VLucas20 said, "You actually did not speak up against Emefiele's atrocities when you were in power. Hypocritical." Another Twitter user at MarksUpNiger said, "I think the headline is correct. How do you expect them to report it? Your tweet is a serious indictment on your principal at Prof. Osibajo. Except the ex-VP wants to claim that he warned his boss at Buhari and the latter did not take his advice. Laolu, you and Osibajo were active players in PMB's government. You can't wash your hands of it, no matter how you try to. There's a reason men should speak up in the face of evil, but your team played along, took their own loot, and are now trying to distance themselves from the evil regime." Another Twitter user at EE_J said, at literally 99 said, "This exactly the implication of your last post. There is no bad journalism anywhere as regards this post." At My Shady said, "Nothing different from what you tweeted. They simply broke it down to a level a common man will understand." Mr. Emefiele was suspended on Friday and is now being investigated by the Department of State Services, DSS. Mr. Akonde's confession contradicts Buhari Osibajo regime's promise to tackle corruption in the country, revealing yet another scandal perpetrated under the regime. Though Mr. Buhari's regime claimed to be leading an anti-corruption war, his time in office was rocked by several corruption scandals, ranging from certificate forgery among his aides to theft and diversion of public funds. In 2017, Secretary to Government of the Federation, Babaja David Lawal, was fingered in diversion of 544 million naira fund meant to cater for internally displaced persons in terrorism ravaged Northeast. Mr. Lawal was suspended and he is facing trial by the EFCC. Also in April 2017, $43 million slush fund belonging to the NIA was found in a residential apartment at Ikoyi, Lagos, by EFCC officials. The then NIA boss, Ayo Oke, was sacked, with President Buhari vowing that those involved in the Ikoyi Gate scandal will not go unpunished. So, under the regime of PMB, we all know that there were a lot of corruptions, from forgery of certificates to theft and diverting of public funds to their own personal interests. Now the media aide to the ex-VP Osibajo, who said that during Emefiele was the one that championed corruption under Buhari and Osibajo regime. Why is it now just speaking out? Why didn't they speak out when they were still in government? So that Emefiele can be arrested and suspended also, if truly what he said is correct. And after saying that, it came up that people misinterpreted him. How did they misinterpret him here? You all work together in the administration, and you all know those persons championing corruption. So it is now late for you coming up, because you don't want them to arrest you also with Emefiele. Because once they've arrested Emefiele, every of his cabals that are involved in the corruption will also be arrested and detained in the DSS detention. So, and because of what he said, his Twitter followers talked on him. They commented and they gave him a backlash and berating him as a lawyer who kept silent. Why Emefiele looted the country only for him to speak up now. Him speaking up now has nothing to do, because if he is actually part of those that looted the country with Emefiele, then he should get ready that he also will be arrested. We have come to the end of the news. Dear listeners, what's your view to this? Please share your view in the comment section. Thank you.